youngsters, we want our students to feel at ease working with their body. Not so much to be stronger than other people, but to feel more comfortable with themselves. If they're comfortable with themselves, then they can be comfortable with other people. So whether you are a youngster, boy or girl, or whether you're an adult, this idea of finding a way in which to be at ease with your body, this is something that we truly emphasize. So now with our youngsters, they'll be doing a backward roll. We want them to learn not only how to go forward, but to feel at ease going backwards as well. Some of these techniques are used also to help our older senior citizens learn to protect themselves rather than to injure themselves if they ever do take a fall here. Aikido actually means harmony through conflict. So we are looking at finding a way to be at ease with ourselves and other people under stress situations. And that's something that is important these days. Another aspect of learning how to protect ourselves is to take what we call a harder fall. So whether you are a youngster or whether you're an older person, helping develop even more confidence in our young people by learning how to take a little bit harder fall so that they can feel at ease wherever they go here. Many of the movements that you'll see today in Aikido depend on pins rather than blows, and these pins are meant to protect others as well as yourself. And many of these pins are not allowed in mixed martial art because they can cause damage, permanent damage to a person. So we teach our youngsters and teach our adults how to be a little bit more at ease learning about the techniques. Now, Sensei Brandon will set up a jo in order for the students to practice taking a little farther ukemi, or fall here. Aikido is a relatively recent art. Ueshiba Sensei in the 1920s developed this art. Interestingly enough, after World War II, the only martial art allowed to be taught in Japan was Aikido in 1949. This is because the philosophy of Aikido meets the requirements of finding more harmony rather than winning. As you can see, our youngsters really work to try to learn these basics of self-protection, and this is one half of this experience is learning how to take these falls here. I'm mindful again that again you will find that there are many different martial arts schools in Orange County. I'm mindful also that the instructors that we work with here at the dojo are all volunteers. We have we have an overachieving student here. Okay, I hadn't realized that we have one of our super kids here today, and let's see if she can. Oh, that was pretty sneaky. That was pretty sneaky. Okay. All right. Now I hadn't quite been prepared for that, but it shows our students can think on the run here. Okay. Now as we get into the children's section, we'll be looking at students practicing techniques here. We have Ann and Nathan doing katate, which is a hand grab. It's a wrist grab, okay? Now, you can see that when their hand is taken, that there are different ways in which to release the attacker, and in this way, we find that they can take turns. Okay, thank you, Jen. Now, because these kids are really attempting to do their best, we want them to feel your sense of support. So after each of the children have an opportunity to do their technique, it's very good if they hear your warm applause and appreciation, because we want to encourage our kids to know that they are really in a place where even adults us can get a little nervous here. Okay? Okay, so we're watching two pairs of our kids here, Seta and Kent, and Nathan and Ann. And they're doing Kokyunage throw, which is basically a breath throw. So we're not involving any pins. We're involving just blending with your partner and then releasing them away from danger here. So as you can see, requires them to feel a sense of balance, a little flexibility, and also we want them to feel at ease. Thank you very much. They truly appreciate that here. Now we'll have two other students here who will be coming forward, and katate, kotegaeshi. So this is a wrist grab and also a release, as you can see by doing one of these hands here. And again, our children are able to protect themselves because they've learned to take a fall here. So I'm aware for Sam and Kimmy here that as they practice these pins, the slap on the mat says this is a good enough point here. So we don't want any of our children to get hurt here. And again, when we help our kids understand there's a limit to everything, they know when to stop as well as know when they have reached their limits as well. So this is kotegaeshi technique here. Okay. So we want to thank them for Sam and Pete. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we're going to have Nathan come before you. They're also going to do a wrist grab with Kokyunage, which means, again, it's done without a pin or a block here. And at this time, when you see our kids here, you know that they have worked to try to find a way to not only learn the technique, but to also find a way to help their partner here. One of the things about Aikido is that we look at our partner not as an enemy, but as someone trying to help us to be our best self here. So sometimes we even get instruction from our partner, which is nice, isn't it? Okay, please thank each other. Right? Okay? All right. Thank you, Ben. Okay, now we're going to have a couple more of our students here. Arya and very good. Now this is our technique is katatori, which means a lapel grab. And this is taking the use of one of our pins called Ikkyo. Ikkyo is using one joint in order to create stabilizing and handling a situation as such. So you'll notice that in the attack, in the response, there's going to be one joint throw here. Okay. So watching our students, it is not meant to show any difference between our girls and our boys. I think this is one of the things that I truly appreciate about Aikido, is that it is meant to be absolutely equal for both. Okay? And we appreciate their work there. Okay, Okay, now we're going to have Alexa and Sam here. Okay, this is again another technique where we're going to use two joints to stabilize a situation and take down an attacker here. Okay, so again, the attack is to the lapel. The response is a two-joint response here that stabilizes it and also creates protection for the attacker as well as the defender here. So I'm mindful that all of you who have family members, I think this is one of the aspects of any art children to develop confidence